Good morning, Farmer Rob here from Cannonall Farm. Hope you're well. And when we decided that today's broadcast would be based on catching up with the twins, we were thinking it was the other twins. Since then, we've had a new set of twins. So it's all happening here. Fantastic news. It's a little bit stressful. Quite a few things that are going all right, but could be better. Hettie's calves just got a little bit of a navel going on, but I'm hoping it's one that we can resolve with trusted therapies that we've used on Beryl's calf, who's looking loads better. Very happy with him. We're going to give him his pain relief this morning. David's on his way down with that, and we're going to give Hettie's calf an antibiotic just to make sure there's nothing grumbling on in that navel that causes navel ill in later, in days to come, and causes us to have a significant problem, because infections through the navel are a real problem in new calves. Obviously, you try and keep the bed as clean as you possibly can, but you want that navel to dry up as quickly as possible. Now you can see Shirley there. Philip reckons she's not to be trusted, but I think she's just got a little bit of a strange eye. I think a little bit, without being horrible, a little bit boggle-eyed, and I think it just gives that impression. I don't think there's any harm in her. I'm just waiting for her to run me out of the pen. Don't worry, I've got the door open, I'm ready. I think she's fine, but he's a bit wary of it, and you're right to be wary, because the last thing you want is laming by one of them. They're 600 or 700 kilos. They're going to hit you like a ton of bricks, and they can do serious damage. This is what we do: assess risk, minimise risk, and hopefully come out without any injuries. That's the aim of the game. But equally, to try and make sure that the calves are looked after. Come on, I want to see you get up. Come on, up you go. There we go. Hannah is rotting about on the JCB. She's been watching Dave, and right. So they're both up. They both look well. Yeah, they're delicate, the little effers, the twins. It's to be expected, but all in all, you can't be unhappy with them. 2 for the price of 1. We've dipped the navels again a few times. I'm sort of happy with them now. I'm happy with the other twins' navel, so we'll go and have a look at the other twins now. So they're the newest twins. She had one herself. Morning, girls. They're all in pens on their own.
Which one does it get first?
Beryl. Yeah. Right. 3 twins twice a day.
Yeah.
Nothing for Gladys.
Yeah.
Nothing for Beryl.
Yeah. And Big Red gets.
And Big Red. Can I watch you feed Big Red now?
Well, I haven't done it before, Rob.
Well, I'll show you.
We're assuming she goes into handling.
Exactly. So that's Big Red. Big Red's being got ready for the Yorkshire Show. She was once 3rd at the Yorkshire Show as a heifer. She's going back to try and go 1 or 2 places better, or she may go significantly worse. If you put that in that bucket, Big Red should just walk straight out, according to Danny. Should we see if Danny's right? Oh, morning, Big Red. Danny was right. Oh.
Charming.
Yeah, pleased to see you as well, Big Red. And she's eating that like a kebab on a Friday night. What?
These images, Rob.
Yeah.
Lollipop on a hot day.
Yeah, and a kebab on a Friday night. There's nothing made you more hungry, though, was there, than a session out round town, and then you obviously needed something to eat. So
Cheesy chips for me.
cheesy chips. Cheesy chips and gravy, right?
Cheesy chips. Dry
Right. So, a kebab on a Friday night, cheesy chips and gravy, whatever your preference. Big Red is munching away lustily on a concoction designed by Philip, designed together to show condition in time for the Great Yorkshire. So where are we now? Beginning of June, 6 weeks. 6 weeks is fine, I think. You know, because what you want when you're getting a cow ready for a show, you want new flesh. And that is all new flesh, because we obviously ran a condition down, getting ready to calve, because you don't want too big a calf. She's had a great calf. She's milking it well. Excuse me. And now it's a case of building her back up. She's a big cow. Keep washing her, getting that shine on her. And she's obviously relishing that extra food because, and it's obviously having an effect on her. You know, the more you eat, the more she goes. But the more weight she'll put on, the more condition she'll put on. So there's Amy and Lauren down there. So it's a girl power day down here, which is never a bad thing. So that's Big Red. Morning Farmer Amy, says Victoria. Karen says, is it safe that the Highland cow is next to the baby calf as the horns are around the cage? That's Lilibet. I would say some Highlands are different to others. Lilibet hasn't got a nasty bone in her body, so I'm very content. But it's a good point that you make. There are some Highland cows who know how to use their horns, and absolutely yes. But Lilibet is a sweetheart. There's no malice in her whatsoever. I could walk in there and pet her. She's the other. Look at that poor little thing. That's the one that was born, we think, prematurely without his full coat of hair. But he's doing well. Yep. It looks like Sultan has wooed another lady. So I would say he's in the process of bulling that cow. So this is what happens. They slowly come into season. He'll spend time with them. You know, wait until the time's right. And at the moment, I would say that the time is right. And I would say we need to put a mark on the calendar for 9 months' time. So he's I wouldn't be surprised if he's bulled them all now. You know, he seems to be mating one every few days. That one was about 4 days ago. She's arguably our best or second best cow. It's her or Big Red. Not sure which, really. I think they're both wonderful examples of the breed. So yeah, our journey with... And we've got some great calves. The only one that stands out a bit is that little... what did David call it? Greyhound. Greyhound there. But Greyhound's a character in her own right. Victoria says two sets of heifer twins. Juliana says morning. So you can see there he's just sort of nuzzling away, you know, showing attention, I suppose, showing affection. And you know, ultimately they don't mate all the time, but every few hours he'll mate again, and yeah, and hopefully they'll produce a calf together for next year. All these cows are in a really good nick now. That's probably the plainest. You know, that one still wants to be a little bit fitter, but it will be. We're feeding well. It's probably the last to calve, so it just takes a little bit of time after there's calving condition, which is a little bit plainer, so that you don't get too big a calf, and then there's, you know, the condition that we'll want over the summer, and that's where we're getting with those. Now that is a sight for sore eyes for me, because I'm just going to shift this mineral lick. It's a big heavy thing. There. So we'll go and have a look at the other twins in a moment. We've not forgotten. So this is Beryl, and Beryl's demeanour is much more relaxed. She's much happier. The tightness around her udder is subsiding. This little calf is drinking like Dave on a Friday and Saturday night. He's doing really well. He sustained some kind of rib injury during birth. Of that, I don't think there's any doubt. It was It was very tight. It was a wonderful effort by Wade and David to get that calf out without damaging mum and without, you know, significantly damaging the calf. She's got loads of milk, haven't you, Flower? So we're supporting this lad now. He's had his antibiotics for a fair old stint, and I feel very happy that we've got his navel under control. He had a swollen navel. We've had a bit of that, but I think we've got top side of it now with all of them. We've just got this little Highland is the latest one, but it's one of those things. They might cure, you know, they might resolve themselves naturally. Hello. But there's no point waiting and then finding that they're too far gone. You're there? It's on the corner, sorry. We'll just dip in for the last time, probably this one. And hopefully this might be his last pain relief. Pain relief every other day, antibiotics every day. I feel happy now that we can shut the door on the antibiotics. Yeah, on the outside, Dave. And but he looks far calmer. He's not breathing as heavily. I feel more positive about him than at any time since he was born. Christine says I'm confused. You say two sets of twins, but it wouldn't surprise me if Gladys didn't have twins. She looks significantly sized. Josie says, morning Rob, calves are looking good. Lovely sight on a Sunday morning, thank you. 2,600 people watching Beryl. We've got a name for this lad, and I think there's a video done. I'm hoping the video will be going out in the very near future, so look out for that. Right, so...
Matthew, can we sit for this one?
Yeah, but I'll catch it first.
Shall I leave that in my pocket then? It'll come out.
So, do you want to inject it first?
I'll hold it. I'll just get the car. Come on,
you don't...
Bucky bottom, Rob.
I know. Oh.
I don't want that on my jeans. I'll go that side. Oh, Beryl's doing something more.
Take my reading glasses off on it. It's strong. It's strong, isn't it?
I've got something on my hand.
Just watch Beryl do. She's...
Go then.
Right, do you want to dip it?
Don't get all your trousers.
I know, but if I get my trousers.
Right, that's it.
Right, put that on top. Take that off
Under
me.
skin.
Under skin. So,
Right, under skin, yeah?
yeah.
That's it.
Good old Beryl. She's a lovely cow. Because obviously an instinct of a cow is, that's my baby, leave it alone. You know, she don't understand we've got its best interest at heart, but anyway, she's accepting of what we're doing, appropriately concerned. She's just a great mum.
I've got scour on my fingers now.
Well, let's have a look. Which is scour and which is iodine?
Scour.
Right.
It's not good.
Have you been watching Clarkson?
To be honest with you, I watched 1 and 2, and I've got like 2 episodes in on 3. I haven't watched it through.
I bet I'm watching the new one.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, I think it's really funny.
What's eh?
I think it's quite funny.
Yeah, and no, I just have been watching other stuff. I do like it.
Right, so that's that done. So now we've got to go and do the Highland, haven't we? Let's go and do the
Do you want to
Highland.
dip these while I'm down here? Or not?
I don't think there's anything else needs dipping.
Oh, that's fine then. That's fine.
I don't think we need to. I'd keep going with this Highland a bit.
So hopefully this video is not coming out this week, do you think?
I know it is.
Did
Yeah.
Dale come back Friday?
Dale?
Did I follow it?
I wouldn't have thought. Well, he only just gone, hasn't he?
I thought you were only away for a few days.
All right. You know more than me. I don't know.
Right.
He's back. I think he'll be back to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep. Here comes Hannah. So Hannah has got a JCB full of straw. Morning. This is where David, he can't. You're so nosy, David, aren't you?
I want to know what's happening.
He don't trust anyone.
Right, which one is it?
It's this one, right? And I would say we're better getting the calf or mum into... Dave, hang on. Let's go through here. And I'm going in here anyway. And then if you let mum through into that pen next door...
Then we can work with the calf there.
Yeah, exactly. Because she's quite protective.
There's not that big of a bag of one there, is there?
Right, that means it's going to fall tonight.
No, you've been wrong before, haven't you?
David's just put the sign on that donkey. He's just predicted it's not much of a bag, it's a mile off. There we are. And this is the benefit of an empty pen next door. Just means that we can work really safely. So I'll just, before you dip it, Dave, I'll just have a feel of its nail, see if it's better than yesterday. It looks quite a bit perkier than yesterday. And the navel looks drier, that's good. And Hettie's happy because she's gone in there, there's a load of nuts in that trough. But she's... It's a nice little calf. Alright, Flower, don't worry.
Do you want the injection?
No, I'm just going to feel it. No, that's low. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't believe how much smaller that is than it was yesterday.
Right.
That is so much better, it's drier. We need to put this fan on though, I think. This is into muscle, yeah?
Yeah, into muscle.
But not my muscle, right?
No, I've got it.
Yeah.
Sorry about the calf. Right.
There we are.
Oh,
Yeah, hang on.
We're dipping.
Yep. In fact, I doubled it.
Go on then, go and get it.
Have you got calf?
I've got calf.
Yeah. So we're going to double dip the navel. We don't often recommend double dipping, but when it comes to iodine, it's a necessity. So what Dave's going to do now, hang on. No, you didn't get it in. It's missed.
Yeah,
Go on,
that's
go
it.
again.
That was it.
Go again. That's it.
Loads of that.
There you go.
What's your head? Right, you
So
go out then.
we
and
can
I'll
let
her back in.
We can now let Hettie back through and bid a hasty retreat. Come on, Flower. Let me move up here. Which one? Either she can swap between if you want. There we are. Happy calf, happy mum. And a navel that's in far better fettle than this time yesterday. Wonderful. So I think we're winning on most fronts now. The other concern that we had was centred around this little girl and Pearl, because...
Is it a girl?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was a boy.
No, it's a girl. Do you want to get a third of a scoop of stock cubes, Dave? Yeah, a third of a scoop. And then Pearl can have a breakfast.
Are you sure you can tell everyone else?
Yeah, I will. Amy will do it, so I'll just tell Amy. So we've got her on a third of a scoop on a morning, a third of a scoop on an evening. And 3,000 people, wow. So this little foal, look at that, right? Just look at it. It's like it is literally a miniature horse, right? It's all proportioned like a horse, and that's this breed. I mean, obviously Pearl is very, very recently given birth, but already physique is going back to that of a horse. Now this little foal is such a dominant little madam. It properly bosses it. See, Mum just bit the baby then, because it's a little bit painful. The foal's a little bit forceful with her. There's a little bit of not animosity but tension between the two. The foal dominates Mum. I mean, I'm just looking on as not a layperson, but not someone who absolutely understands every nuance of horsemanship. But I do understand mums and babies and breeding. So it just seems to me that foal is at the moment is the dominant one of the two. It demands feed. It decides when it wants it. you know, you watch something like a donkey. The donkey is the mum is the dominant one. She decides when that foal can feed. At the moment, this is a one-way victory for the baby. She's telling Pearl exactly what she wants, when she wants it, what she's going to do. I have a feeling she could be a bit of a madam, but she's a wonderful, you know, boisterous, strong, vigorous foal. I don't think we've ever had a foal that literally, I was there when it was born. I saw it as soon as it was born, and it was almost stood up as soon as it came out. Bettina Edge sent 200 stars. Thank you, Bettina. So it's not often, Dave, that you get a foal that stands up literally the moment it comes out, and that's what that one did. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was Tuesday night, I think. I've been out to the pub, came back, going to bed, put my cameras on to check. There it was. So I come down, checked everything was hunky-dory, jackanori. But it was up, it was feeding. See, look, there's tension between them.
Well, there is with mother and daughter sometimes.
Is there? Is there? No, but genuinely, right, that foal's in charge.
Nice looking head on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
We haven't got a name for this one yet, have we?
No, I know we've had suggestions. Black velvet. Look how pretty it looks. What do you think? Really pretty. Becky says, how long will it be before they both go out? Not long. No reason why we can't get them out this week, for an hour or two anyway. Give Mum a bit of grass. We've got those new paddocks now.
We need a good American name, I think, for this girl.
Yeah, not Black Velvet.
Well, you know, it's like...
Look at it.
You know, this is some of the finest breeding from the United States of America.
Yeah, Pam sent 500 stars. Thank you, Pam.
Thanks, Pam. I think
I'll just get a bit lower.
we need to celebrate the fact that it's from the USA.
What, with a yee-haw? No, don't do it. Anita's just saying, don't forget to talk about the cricket match.
Oh, true enough.
Right.
Not a lot of people will know about it.
I could do with a poster, Dave.
Well, it's on my phone, but you've got my phone.
No, but is the physical poster, is it in Tom's office?
I don't know.
I think it is.
I'll drive round.
Have you a key for it? Or maybe Anita could print one off.
I can get a key.
If it's not there, it's just to be nice just to like hold it and just let people digest it.
Just so Anita knows that Rob's doing the live on my phone.
Right. Anne says, I was at the farm. Oh, it's gone now. Onyx for the foal. Anne sent 50 stars, thank you, Anne. Jetty, my granddad, had a Shetland we used to ride as kids, says Julie.
How about Mustang Sally?
Sally, yeah.
Mustang
Look at that.
Sally.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Or
Give us a share now if you want to see Mustang Sally or something nicely named, and I'm not prejudicing it. Everything's up in the air, everything's on the table.
she's not a Mustang.
She's lovely. Call the foal Dallas.
How about Hollywood?
Dolly as in Dolly Parton. Call her Rodeo, says Jane. She's talking to her
How
friend the
about
donkey.
California Girl?
California. It's a bit of a mouthful.
It's a show name, though.
What do you think, Primrose? Eh? What do you think?
Well, Primrose is a cool name.
Yeah, Miss America, says Mandy.
How about Bluebird?
I've got it, right? For your true love, Lucy.
Ewing.
Yeah.
Lucy Ewing. She's small, pretty. You've got it, Rob. There's no two ways about it. I'll never forget the time when we went to Southwark and I sat in that rocking chair
Yeah.
in Lucy's bedroom. Oh, like a dream come true.
So, Pearl's dropping
Dallas.
notes.
Call it Dallas.
That foal's already starting to nibble hard feed, look.
Yeah. What a foal.
Mustang Sally, says Tina.
Right then, I'm going to go and find a poster then. Okay.
Yeah, if you don't mind, thank you. Leave it where you know where it is.
Well, where do you think you'll need it next?
I think if you put it back cattle handling, that's where we've been keeping it, isn't it? Have you? Oh gosh. I think Wade's left you well though, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, it's going to be 2 big Suffolks.
He was toying with idea of leaving you all Suffolks, but doing most of others. What he's done is very, very carefully planned. He said, I might leave him all Suffolks.
No, I think he's been fair.
Yeah. He did 40 yesterday. I took 40 out.
Yeah.
So basically, David's got 22 to do, including those in that other pen.
Have we got to leave one though?
No, well, I've asked her that. I don't think so. I think they don't need it now. I'll double check. But yeah, so I think David's got 20 to do. So Heather says Dakota. That's nice. Black Magic says Joan. There's something magical about the thought of Dakota. I don't know what Dakota's like. Almost heaven. What about Virginia? What about the Virginian?
I think it goes Virginia.
Does anyone Gold Virginia? What tobacco? No. Does anyone remember the Virginian? Right? Anyone out here remember the Virginian?
How about Daisy Duke?
Daisy, yeah. Daisy. Does anyone remember Dukes of Hazzard? The Virginian is a generation before the Dukes of Hazzard, that is for sure. I mean, I can barely remember Virginian. It's more Dad's era, really. Dad was brought up watching cowboys, and still has a real fondness for the genre. Right, I'm going to go down and look at them other twins because that's where I really should be. So I'll tell Amy that we fed Pearl. Now I've left that gate open, but all the internal gates are open, so that's fine. Yeah. And it is a beautiful.
That's made a nice platform, isn't it?
Oh, it's nice. Would you say it's summer or spring now?
Well, I would say it's summer.
What date is it?
I don't know, because you've got my phone.
Is it the 1st of June? Is it a kick and a punch? Yes, kick and a punch for the 1st of the month. Let me kick you and punch you. So it's now summer. June, July and August is officially summer. Yeah, put it back where you... Stash it where you normally do. Right, June, July and August is summer. September, October, November is autumn. December, January, February is winter, I believe.
Other people don't have all the seasons, though, do they?
What do you think to Big Red?
Big Red what?
The cow Big Red. Have you not noticed her? What do you think?
Got warts in your teeth.
She looks great, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Big Red. So maybe we ought to feed the other one as well, and get them both ready. Because I think at the moment we could take either. Yeah, please, thank you. So you're going to get the poster, right? Take the car if you want to. Drive up in that if you want.
I can do a job while I'm getting it.
All right.
I'm going to park it up to the rubbish and get a poster.
Right. So,
And then I'll come back down.
right, let's go and have a word with the other twins. I hear a voice in the morning as she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home. Right, here we go. So, this is the first set of twins that we had in mind when we first decided to do a broadcast on twins. So, they look champion, don't they? In fact, I'm going to go in through that other door. Safe climbing. And since then, we've obviously had another set of twins. So, it's as predicted by my dad, Mystic Roger. And I'll show you Dick and Coles's works of art. I'll come back to them in a minute. So what we've got now, 4 paddocks all the way up this side here. So people walking down this back track can look at the animals. The animals can get enriched exercise. We've got some tups higher up. We've got John Bon Pony and Bob the donkey higher up. So things that weren't getting time outside now are, and they look super neat, super cool, don't they? So I think well done to Dick, well done to Colsey. A neat job, really well done, because we're obviously very keen, you know, not to tarnish the landscape with something that looked unsightly. The two grey shires look fantastic, don't they? And these miniature donkeys are absolutely enjoying every moment of this summer sunshine. So there's Brooke, and there's Silver. Shirley says, my wedding anniversary is summer solstice. Happy anniversary. And Kathy says, how is the new grandbaby farmer? He's doing champion. Thank you for asking. And Daphne says, what about minks? As in Minnie the Minx. And Yvonne says, your second job could be as a singer. I don't think so. Morning farmers, it is June the 1st. And that was from Caroline, thank you. Kim says, morning Rob from a wet and miserable Drongan, East Asia. How about Arizona for the fall? I think there's some. I think if you've been brought up in that era where you know, and I'm. Don't get me wrong. I don't think, you know, what the. I don't want to get into, you know, historical politics, but you know, I did used to side quite often with the Native Americans. You know, I don't think they want a nice thing that the cowboys, you know, I don't want to get into it, but anyway, it wasn't. And but there was something about that era that you know, you weren't thinking too deeply about the justice of it all at that time. You were just watching cowboy films, and you know, we used to, you know, who wants to play cowboys? We used to march around the playground shouting it. So yeah, it's. I suppose history is littered with injustice and barbarism, isn't it? So, Joanne says they say things happen in threes, so maybe another set of twins. Well, I'll show you Gladys in a minute, and I honestly think there's something could be happening there of significance. Irene says, morning Rob, I have installed the Merlin bird app. It's brilliant, it really is, isn't it? Yesterday I heard this bird call and I thought, what's that? That sounds significant. Right, put my thing on to listen to it. Oyster catcher, just other side of the silage pit. So an oyster catcher here, wow. So yeah, it's been like a new lease of life for me. That bird app, it's a new something to learn and enjoy. Zoe says, when do the short-horn cows go out to the bottom field, please, Rob? I would say we'll take a cut of hay from that bottom field and then put them out like we did last year. So sometime in next month or so, we'll get that last cow calved, get most of them bulled, and then Sultan can go back with them after the Yorkshire Show, probably something like that. We've no need to rush him in with the cows with twins. We'll give them chance to rehab and come round and build some condition. And you know, the ones that he's bulling now, where are we now? So it's June, so May, April, March. We're looking end of Feb, aren't we, at the moment, for these that he's bulling at the moment. And then we'll probably put him back in again with the ones that have had twins and the later ones for probably after the Yorkshire Show. Something like that. So we'll have two little bites of the cherry. And then we've got these heifers that I'm absolutely not going to rush to the bull, because I think it's so nice to, you know, it'd be nice to carve them in the summer, you know, say maybe this time of year next year. But I think it's really important that we let them grow to the right size. We don't want to rush them. I've been guilty of that sometimes in the past, and you don't end up with the size cow that you would otherwise. So I'm going to be super patient and make sure that they reach their mature size. You can leave them too long, and they can get too fat, and you know, I'm going to hopefully hit the sweet spot. These are the heifers in question, and the lovely things. There's a couple in there that I'm going to take into a pen on their own. That Roni one in the middle, the light coloured one, she's just fat enough now. And probably that ruby red one, second from the left. Those two don't really want the feed that the public visitors are putting down. So I'm going to manage them all as individuals. Treat them according to the needs, and that's the best way. Always the best way with anything. You know, if it's one size fits all, it rarely fits all. Whereas if you can do it in a way where they get just what they need, there's a blinding chance it'll be better. Right, Gladys, I'm going to bring my dad down and assess her. We don't need vet anymore. Just bring me dad. So is Gladys 1 or 2? You'd have to say it's highly likely she's having 1 because twins are not the norm. But, you know, she's not there yet. She's a little bit off. She's a big, deep-bodied cow, isn't she? She's just starting to spring. When you say spring, that means that her udder is starting to come to life. It's starting to fill with milk. There's some way to go, but I'd say she'll calve sometime in the next 3 or 4 weeks, probably. So watch this space with Gladys. The sparrows are chirping like mad, aren't they? They're going absolutely berserk. Right, there you go. That one's feeling well enough in itself, isn't it? So we need someone with a fork in here. To be honest, if you pass me a fork, I'd happily do it. You see this big mound of straw? Unless someone comes in and actually physically moves it, it will stay a big mound of straw, and then the rest of the pen won't be clean, and that'll be overly clean. So, look at them two. I think they're feeling well enough, aren't they? So we'll maybe try and get them outside. Look at that. So I think we can be very happy with their condition. Very happy. We can be less happy with Mum, only in the sense she's mucky. But we'll get stuck in. We'll get her washed and get her looking back to a pearly white breast. But at the moment, she looks a little bit scruffy. Steve says, I call my missus Calamity Jane, and not because she looks like Doris Day. Fiona says, I think the foal should be called Bossy Boots. She is a Bossy Boots. She has a forceful personality. Look at that. Go on. Haven't you done well, Felicity? We're playing with the calves, aren't we? Fabulous. Mark says, happy birthday to Fiona Hughes, spending another morning with the other man in her life, Farmer Rob. Happy birthday, Fiona. Hope you have a grand day. A grand day out. And Francis says, playtime for the twins. Exactly that. They'll not play all day, but anyway, they look fantastic, don't they? Victoria says, what about Cherry and Brandy for Shirley's twins? Elizabeth says, absolutely stunning, Rob. And Kathy says, I love twin Zoomers. 2,900 people watching now. Please drop us a share. Press the share button if you want to send calves doing zoomies to your Facebook pals. So we really can't grumble at these. A few days ago, I was worried. One had a thick navel, but we've dipped it every day since. It's been on a course of antibiotics. I've shut the gate on that now. No more needed. I'll watch it, but apart from watching it, I'm hoping that's our last involvement from a medical point of view with that little calf. It's really bothering me, that straw. You know, I can't get over it. I'm trying to think, no, I'll come back later. I'll level it all up, but I just want to get a fork and put it straight. Here we go again. Give us a share now if you want to send zooming calves to your pals. So, that's a grand sight. Morning sweep, says Liz. Peggy Sue, says Anne. Vicky's watched the whole of Clarkson's Farm Series 4. It's hilarious. In fact, I'd agree. I think he's quite funny, isn't he? And now, whether you don't know what stage, do you, and how much of it is natural, but Caleb did seem a bit perturbed with the new girl who we'd employed. Who, you know, she'd plenty of oil in her lamp, hadn't she? She wanted it back at door. She knew her stuff. Patricia thinks they're more like lambs than calves. And John says, are you taking her and the twins to the Yorkshire? I don't think we are, because I think we're taking Big Red or the other good cow. It'd be lovely to take them, wouldn't it? Maybe take them to Penistone. Mandy says, call the twins Margot and Barbara from The Good Life. I think these two are something to do with VJ Day. What do you call the lady who was the singer, the Force's sweetheart? Did we say we're going to call them Vera and Lynn? Someone will tell me. Because they were born on VJ Day, I think. I think that was it. Eve says, twin bonus, you have a playmate. And Shelley says, Mum's got a beautiful head. Jackie says, what are the Falls? Name, sorry. If that's spelt wrong, I got it. Sandra says, good morning, Rob. I am late, awake. And Carol says, morning. I think Vera and Lynn for those ladies. Yes, that was it, Vera and Lynn. I think that's a done deal, I believe. But the other ones aren't a done deal. Please send in further name suggestions for the second set of twins. Felicity needs a spa day. She'll be getting fillet anytime soon. And when I say fillet, there's nothing that's better than to wash a mucky cow. And I'm pretty sure that one of his next jobs will be washing Felicity. Karen confirms Vera and Lynn. Tanya confirms Vera and Lynn. Jeanette confirms Vera and Lynn. So, Vera and Lynn, it is. Right, let's press on and look at something else. So, we've got Gladys here. She's the next, is she the next cow? Is she the only cow left to calve? Oh no, Lilibet. Lilibet the Highland. And then Fern. So we've still a few. But the majority are now calved. All successfully with the exception of... poor old, what's the name? You know. Springtime. Muriel. But anyway, Muriel's having a great time. Aren't we, Gordon's cows? So Muriel's all right. It was just the upset of losing a calf, but she's a solid item with the foster calf. There's, you know, they're in the field below the cherry tree. If anyone sees them as they drive past, they're having a wonderful summer together. So it just shows that out of the worst adversity, then hopefully you can take something that's positive. Oh, I'll tell you what, Dave, do you want to fork this straw?
I've got quite a bit to do. Why? Why do I need to fork the straw?
There's a massive pile of straw.
Should I just ask them to come back down?
Well, they haven't gone yet. They're down there. I'm sure it's in the mind. I was just asking. I didn't know if you wanted to talk a bit. That's all. But I didn't know if you wanted to talk a bit. That was all.
Well, I can't talk. No one can hear me, Rob, if I'm talking straw. You know?
Right. Thank you.
So, you haven't told it?
That's all right. Right. So, charity cricket match. Cannon Hall Farm 11 against Cawthorne Rising and Falling Stars. There's Captain Caveman.
Is that a good stance or not?
No.
Really?
But if you hit the ball, don't you? That's all that matters ultimately. That's how you set up.
I've seen players with the bat in air ready to...
Oh yeah, you've got to lift your bat to hit it eventually.
No, but why don't you have it up there ready to go?
That's the team last time. I'm busy finalising my team at the moment. It's a 2020 format. Starts at 2 p.m. 15th of June, Sunday. All day barbecue. The bar is open, and it's please park at Cricket Ground or Cannon Hall. You can basically park here and walk down. It's literally the bottom of that field, right?
Well, that field on the left, it's behind them trees.
It's the bottom of that field, and it's maybe 15 minutes across the park from the museum, from the White Bull, or you can actually park down there, down Dark Lane. The downside of parking at Dark Lane is passing.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a busy little spot, isn't it?
yeah, it depends. I think if you're surety of foot and enjoy a nice walk through the park up here and walk down. If walking's an issue, you can park down there. There is plenty of parking. So, and it's a charity cricket match in aid of the Limbo Foundation, right, which is a wonderful, fairly local charity. The guy, is it Woody? Yeah. He's the main fundraiser, isn't he? Does a great job.
Yeah.
And raises money. And in fact, one of the lads that I was filming Animal Care Club with on Milkshake was part of the foundation, and he was a really grand lad. Really got on super well with him, and I'm hoping he'll be at the cricket match. So Cannon Hall 511, Cawthorne Rising and Falling Star. So the gist of that is, if you're expecting to see top quality cricket, then go somewhere else.
There might be odd ones.
If you're expecting to see endeavour and determination and hopefully, you know, a serious but light-hearted mix.
So this is it, is it?
The problem is, right, it's a bit like Nurren and Spell, and you'll see what happened on Nurren and Spell soon on My Great Yorkshire Life. If you hit across the line, you're limiting your chances of hitting it. If you think about it, you try and hit it straight.
Like that.
Yeah. Unless the ball moves sideways, you're going to hit it somehow. But if you swipe across the line, you've got to get all the stars need to align to hit it. So you better.
If you just do a little edge.
That's all right. Anything can work. Yeah. But if you aim to hit it right back over the bowler's head, you'll connect more times than trying to hit it to square leg.
Yeah, but the bowler can catch you out, can't he?
Yeah, but if you hit it over his head.
I know, but it's like where you hit it. You're not used to hitting it.
They never have a fielder right behind bowler, you know.
Don't they?
No. That was one of. If I was tied down and I needed to go for a big shot, I always used to prioritise straight over the bowler's head because it gave me more chance of hitting it, and they want a fielder there. It didn't always work. Sandra's got to go to work. Have a great day, Sandra. Valerie's off for breakfast for my son's birthday.
Just screenshot it. You might want to call in.
Yeah, could anyone on supporters screenshot that and share it around the supporters group?
And also, if you look, it says...
Just hold it steady there, just give people a chance.
The thing I like about this is all day barbecue and bar open. Right?
There we are.
That is like party time central, isn't it?
Yeah.
Barbecue and bar.
Someone's noticed that your t-shirt's on inside out.
Oh, it is.
You let me hold that.
I'm not taking it off.
Come on.
I'm not taking it off. I'm just taking the other one off. Yeah.
So we're off to film Monday and Tuesday, aren't we?
Yeah.
A new series. You don't look very pleased.
It should be good. It should be good. Well, I'll be pleased when we've done a bit tomorrow, but we know what we're doing.
Janet says Dave's got his t-shirt and inside out. Everyone's noticed.
Except for me. I'm just taking me other top off, you think.
Has the light gone out in your?
I would. Arthur woke up. I got Arthur. I got my t-shirt on in the dark.
Right.
And
so there's usually a reason for these things, isn't there?
I've got my grandson at the moment. Little sparrow. That's a male sparrow.
No. It's not.
It is.
It's not.
Definitely a male house sparrow.
Dave, you're not from Barnsley anymore. I'm disowning you.
Is it a spuggy?
No.
What is it then?
It's a cock sparrow. Hey up, my little cock sparrow. You never heard that said?
Have you heard spuggy?
Yeah,
Is that a Barnsley thing?
No, well, I don't really know. The people on here have known. Spuggy is an abbreviation for a sparrow, but cock, it's a cock, isn't it?
It's definitely a cock.
Yeah. Cock sparrow, it's a cock bantam.
Jules would want to come down and play.
Could ask him.
You know, I was thinking about any at Vets if they wanted a joint team, and I thought David, Golden Duck.
Could ask him.
You know,
Ring him if you want.
He's a Golden Duck though.
Don't matter.
You could give him a chance to get
I've
out.
about 3 places left.
Have we?
Yeah, Tom Lowe expressed an interest last night and then ducked out when he found out it was Father's Day.
Oh, okay.
He commented on the post on our Facebook page and said, "Can I play?" I said, "Yeah, let me know. Do you want to play, Tom?" I've made inquiries. We are last and it's Father's Day. So he said, "I'm not allowed." So anyway, it would have been nice to see Tom.
Yeah.
Right.
Who I saw today, Jamie and Will. They're at the farm.
Right. Right. I'm going to go and spread this straw.
Are you done now?
No, when I'm done, though, I'll spread it. I'll keep this poster, and I'll just keep referring to it just to remind me. Right. So, Gladys. Hey. Oh, he's changed his shirt. What am I going to say? Winston shouting. Lilibet is a sweet-natured Highland cow. She's due, I would say, about the same time as Gladys. She's a lovely girl. Again, just could be a little bit bigger if you're looking to pick a fault. Could just be a bit bigger if you're, from a show point of view. But she's a grand cow. The Sultan is perusing all before him. Beryl is chewing away. The sun is shining. There's Lauren and Amy down there. Yorkshire Rose and Sapphire are out in the field. We're having these paddocks renovated, making a better job of the electric fence on the inside, splitting it into 2, so we've got 2 paddocks so that more animals can get time out at grass. And there's no reason why the reindeer can't be part of that. We can give those access to that paddock as well. There's no reason why they can't have some time out there. So we're working hard to improve facilities, and then when all this is done, a bit of work for Dick and Colsey at Mill Farm, and then we're going to start with that, and we're going to make some outdoor menages, make those into stables, those 4, and then make some all-weather turnouts for the animals, so that even in winter we can get stuff outside and stretch its legs a bit. So just trying to make everything better for the animals and the visitors. It's a two-way street. The more people that we have, we're revamping our Shire Horse experience at the moment. Philip's working on that. Amy's working on that. I'm just saying, Amy, we're revamping the Shire Horse experience, aren't we? And that's hopefully something that we can launch in maybe a month's time and really knock the socks off people. Yeah. Have you seen this?
I have jumped this way.
What do you think?
I wonder, didn't you do something similar last year?
Yeah, we played Yorkshire Vets. We had a right good day.
And who won last year?
Yorkshire Vets. Yeah. This is against the Cawthorne 11, but there's nothing to stop us having a Yorkshire Vet or 2 playing. Matt ain't allowed because it's Father's Day. I've asked him.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I suppose that is it.
Could his kids not come with him?
Well, no. No, I think they're doing something. I think, to be fair. I don't think it's just necessarily not
How
allowed.
much are you backing your chances, Rob?
Well, personally, not very highly. I'm going to have a runner. I'm hoping I can hit the ball.
Have you seen that Tommy Lowe's volunteered?
I know, but then he messaged me. His missus won't let him play because it's Father's Day.
Well, it's Father's Day. Really, fathers should be able to do what they want on Father's Day.
That is exactly right, Amy.
Well,
Yeah. It's obviously not Father's Day, is it?
I don't want to cause any arguments.
No.
Anyone in the comments like, Amy, be quiet.
Yeah, no, but Amy makes a valid point there. If it's Father's Day. Anyway, no, we're not going to cause trouble. Trouble finds you without going looking for it. So, Sapphire and Yorkshire Rose looking absolutely resplendent. Is there a better mare than that of her age? We'll find out when she goes to the Yorkshire Show. Oh, Christina. Amy, I fed Pearl. Pearl, the one with the foal. Yeah. I fed her. Okay. Are you forking straw, Amy? Are you forking the straw? All right, Brill. My straw's going to get forked. But sometimes it just gets left. Amy won't just leave it. Right, but no one wants that job. Kelly says it's usually filmed for the Yorkshire Vet and shown on there. They did a small video of what was allowed. And Francis says, hi, Hannah. Carol says, Wendy last, me too. And Ellen says, I agree with Amy. Oh, wait. Anyway, we're not starting out. Don't want to be a fire starter. So there's Yorkshire Rose. Steve says, I was late for work one morning, grabbed some underwear out of there. I know what's coming here, Steve. When I got to work, you got your wife's underwear on. I realised they were my missus's pants. Awake. I've lost Yorkshire Rose. There she is. So she's looking well, isn't she? Joanne says the twins would make good pictures for the next calendar. I think we'll have to get Mum washed before that happens. Christine says, oops, horse, not cow. Barbara says, you're so right, Amy, controversial. And Christine says, what a beautiful day. Beautiful day, beautiful horse. Beautiful day, beautiful foal. Beautiful mum. So yeah, really can't grumble at that. And the cricket field, the cricket field is at the bottom of this field, below where those cows are Gordons are. Just literally the other side of those trees. And that's what we're talking about. Anyone who wants to come and watch, there'll be Richard, David, myself all playing. I'm toying with idea letting my dad have a bat, but you just don't want to damage him, do you? You know? You really don't. I'd love to see him play, because he was a good player. But if he'd agreed to block one, he could do it. I'll see what my mother says. And Julie's going to come down and have a swing. And David's son-in-law Henry Philip's going to play, I believe. And I don't know if 3 or 4 people to find yet, but we'll find them. Try and keep it with the farm connection if we can. I'll ask the vets if any of those are interested. David's going to ask Jules. You never know, because it has to fit in with people's, calendar. It's not everyone who can just drop everything, especially if you live a little bit of a distance away. But whatever happens, we will have a competitive team. Now, competitive teams means that they'll try very hard. It don't mean that they're any good. But David did all right last time. And Richard is in. He's got to redeem himself from a golden duck. So a golden duck is where you're out first ball. But hopefully that won't happen to him again and he can show his prowess. So it will be playing a team of veterans and youngsters. Try and make it competitive. Try and make the teams evenly matched. Try and make it a good, enjoyable game. And that's on Sunday, the 15th of June, Cawthorne Cricket Club. A cricket club where I was lucky enough to play for over 30 years. And it's only really due to injury I stopped. I would probably still be playing now if I was able. And yeah, I had loads of good fun with lots of really good people. A lot of whom will be there on the day. Has Big Red finished, Amy? A straw fork. Where is the straw fork? It's here. Da, da, da. It's fallen down. So Big Red is coming back in. And everyone's thinking, others are thinking, why does she get extra? That's not fair. No wonder she's bigger than us. Why does Big Red get more than us? I'll pass it you, Amy. This one isn't so bad. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. So, Amy's going to fork the straw. There's more to do in that white cow with 2 twins, actually. So Amy's working her way in. And it's not too big a job that when it's come out of the spreader bale. Just a case of just going around, flicking it into the edges. And what they do, they lay down in it straight away, because obviously it's like them getting a new duvet. This is the Sultan. Amy's having to disturb that cow so she can get to the straw underneath her. That's Sultan. John says, will it be on TV? It will. It's going to be on My Great Yorkshire Life, which is a programme, I don't know how much I can give away about it actually, but it's a programme that David and I have done. And the cricket match is the closer. It's about, how much can I say? It's an interesting story, right? Well worth watching, and I'll let you know when it's coming on. And the cricket match is the closer. It'll definitely be a two-parter. And if I give a clue, it's about cricket bats. And hopefully be something that people enjoy. I think they will. We found it interesting to do. Something that we've been filming this spring. And there's all sorts of bits and bobs that we've been filming this spring that will be coming to light in due course over the next few months. A lot of what we're doing will be on late summer into the autumn. And then hopefully we'll have winter on the farm to drop onto after that. But I mean, there's no guarantees, there never is. But anyway, we'll see, won't we? Right, I'm just going to wash my boots. I'll film that poster while I'm doing it. I'll try to. Here comes Hannah with a bale of straw. So it's June the 15th. 2 p.m. 2020, Cannon Hall Farm team against a Cawthorne team. Try and get some notable people playing if we can. It sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? I can honestly assure you I'm only washing my boots. Right, so let's have a wander up here. So these donkeys are getting some time out in the paddocks. We're not giving them an endless amount because we're building them up. Obviously the grass is still quite lush, quite rich. The last thing we want to do is upset them. So they'll have a couple hours, then go back in. And what we're going to have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 small grass paddocks, plus the small field where Yorkshire Rose and Sapphire are, plus that field where the 2 grey mares are there. So that's 9 paddocks in the vicinity of the farm that we can get access to up this fence. Dick and Coles are going to replace this fence because it's a bit worn, it's a bit rickety. We've got some posts coming on Friday. So it's all part of the renovation of the site. And then we've got these paddocks that the animals can all go into, enjoy the grass. And then we're building some all-weather paddocks. They'll be sand-based, and they'll be available in winter when these are too wet. So hopefully we'll be able to really give everything a fair crack of the whip and make sure that it's enriched as much as is humanly possible. They'll also do for instance, we've got the valet tups in one. Just up here we've got some Dutch tups who've been on a diet. In another one we've got John Bompony and Bob, who are both outside now enjoying the summer sunshine. And hopefully that'll be something that they'll enjoy doing. 2,600 people. Deborah says, good morning, Rob. Hope all is well on the farm this morning. I think it is. 8:31. Lindsay says, good morning, Farmer Rob. Very late as I came back from holiday late last evening. Beautiful morning. I hope you had a lovely time. So this is the style of fence that we're going to replace this one with, which is, in some ways, obviously it's all timber. Fortunately, timber rots, whereas that doesn't, so that's going to last longer. And I suppose by making it out of longer lasting materials, you can build a case around sustainability. Because obviously you're having to replace this every 6 to 8 years. Because it keeps people in work. But there's always something else that they could be doing. So there's a view that is to be admired. Diane says, do the cows go out to enjoy the grass? They'll be going out as soon as we've had a cut of hay off their field. There are only so many fields that they can go into because obviously there's a bull. And you've got to be careful around the fields that you put cows and calves and bulls in. But it won't be long. As soon as we get a little window of weather, we'll have that hay and then they can go out. So Valley Tups, not looking at a place if they're on a Swiss mountain. Lenny says, get Toby Foster playing cricket, I'll ask him. Jackie says, we haven't seen Ruth and Kate for ages. Well, Ruth's on her holidays and Kate's about. We might bump into her, I think she's in today. Is Winston behaving, says Tracy? Just about. And Claire says, it's a beautiful view. Due to my disability, I can't get out and about. This makes me feel so happy. And I feel I've been on a good walk. Well, that's wonderful to hear. Jane says, morning from France. Bonjour. Victoria says, where is Nigel's bench? It was taken away to be... It's in the workshop. It got renovated and painted. It needs to come back out now, doesn't it? That's a really good point. See if I can get it out tomorrow. Michelle says, morning, Farm Rob. Just shared, so Hubby can watch. We're visiting in 10 days. Lovely. Look forward to seeing you. That tup is desperate to get me. Whenever I go anywhere near it, it comes at me. You'll have seen him in the roundhouse. He's just got a bit of attitude. Jane says, morning, Rob and everyone. And Pamela says, how much is the entry fee for cricket? Absolutely free. Where does it say free? Please. In aid of the Limbo Foundation. Anyway, it's free. I missed some stuff off of that poster, I have to say. But the 15th of June, if you want to know any more, Nikki's doing a Just Giving page for the Limbo Foundation. She's doing all the information. I'm sure will be on the website early next week. But it's down Dark Lane in Cawthorne. So it's the most beautiful cricket ground. Incredibly lucky to play there for 30 years. It didn't look like that when I started playing there, but over the time that we were there, we built a clubhouse, we renovated the facilities, and now it's a real hub for the village. It's a place where people go to spend enjoyable days. You know, it's a really nice family place, and it's certainly somewhere that I still enjoy walking down to, and it'd be a pleasure to pull on the whites, and even though I can't see myself being terribly effective, I'll stand at first slip and I'll do my best, and hopefully enjoy the occasion. Right, the racing sheep are ready for in because they know that when they come in, there is a food reward waiting. And these are all finely tuned, well-honed athletes. Yes, they're saying we are. They're real characters, aren't they? And you know a racing sheep for the rest of its life because they're just that bit friendly. Look at the swallows there. I think the swallows are nesting in this shed. Let's have a look, see if we can find a nest. There's birds everywhere, isn't there? It's grand to see. Should we get these sheep in? Look like well-trained things to me. I can't see why I can't do it. Oh, I've just got my hands full at the moment. 1 sec. Right, I'm going to try and get the racing sheep in. Ouch. Flipping heck, that hurt. I just brought it round on my heel. Right, it'd help if I put this sign down, you know. Just going to put that in there in a minute. You wait there, that'll be where I leave it now, then I wonder where I've put it. Right, where's our swallow's nest? Oh, sweet, look at that. Right, I'm just bear with me now, I'm going to have to take this call. I'm just going to pop you on here. I won't be a second. Hello? Hiya, how are you? Yeah, we're fine. Yeah. What's your sort of feeling? Just go either way. Okay then, thanks very much for this now. Thank you. Bye. Hi there, sorry about that. That was a call I needed to take. Right, so have we still got anyone with us? Disappeared. Right, let's get these sheep in. Curlews are calling. Right, have I? Just wondering where the end. I might have scrolled the wrong. Oh, there we are. Oh no, is that the start or the end? I think that's the start. I need to go back to the end of the comments. This might take me a little while. Oh, there we are. Thought the quacking was a duck in the that's me ringtone. Right, the curlews are calling. Right. Right, let's see if we can get these in without. So there's the gist of that was there's a lovely swallow's nest in there. And that curlew's going wild, isn't it? Wang them across there. And in they go. Look at that. That's what you call training, isn't it? Fabulous. So, lovely to see that shed is being used by some swallows for nesting purposes. Right. Let's put these back across here. fact. This is going to be easier said than done, isn't it? Well, that's the bottom one. Right, try and get that gate across. Oh dear me. Oh. Right, so I'll put that gate there. Bear with me, sorry about this. Sometimes you try and do things, don't you? Think, was that a good idea? Oh. Put that there, right. I've got to untangle these now. Right. Right, so that's the third one. So that's on there. Right, which one are you? Alright, that one. Oh gosh, my glasses aren't electric fan. That won't end well. Sorry about this, I'm just trying to sort this out. Right. So, oh flipping heck. Right, just a minute. I'm putting you down. One sec. Right, hello. Right, let's try and figure this out. Oh, what's that? Right, so. I wonder if I knock them over, then I'll be able to not get electrocuted. Right, are they live now? I'm going to find out. Don't think they are. That doesn't go anywhere. Or does it go? No. Or does it go underground? I'll find out in a minute. I'll just touch it with a piece of grass. Right, I think that's dead. Right, I'll find out in a minute. Right, sorry about this. I'll be with you in 1 minute. Right, so that's that one unravelled. So that's the top one. Well, I'm not going to hook it on yet. Because if I hook it on, I'll electrify it up. So that one goes there. Oh, flipping heck. So that's the end one. Right. That's the bottom one. So that's the second one. Right, that's the bottom one. That's the second one. That's the third one. And then that's the fourth one, I hope. Yes. We've done it. Sincere apologies, sorry about that. Let's move on. I want my finest piece of entertainment in the loosest form of the word. Right. Just gonna put the chain back on or else David will play out. Right, done. Moving on. Right. Oh, heck. I bet we've no audience left. Incredibly. Incredibly, watching an idiot grapple with an electric fence is a spectator sport. Still got 2,400 people left. I'll just fasten this back and then do a comprehensive job. And there we are. Right, racing sheep are in. The fence is put back to rights. And I've not left a job for anyone else. Right. So these are David's challenges today, these sheep. We'll have a look from above. This is his task today. There's all the fleeces. They're all to go to the wool mill. I've left my thing empty. I've left the poster, Dave, in the hay rack for the racing sheep. Do you mind retrieving it on your way past? Ta. I knew I'd leave that. Right, so the bottle-fed lambs are growing well. So I'll give you a bit of a rundown around the roundhouse at the moment. They're the best shearlings. Out of those we'll select for the Yorkshire Show. Bottle-fed pet lambs. As soon as David sheared them, those shearlings can go into a pen on their own. These pet lambs can have more room. Will absolutely be hunky-dory, Jack and Ori then. These valets are being tupped at the moment. Whatever he tups, probably another 2 or 3 days. They'll maybe a week at the most. They will they'll lamb at October half term. So that's exciting to think that in 145 days' time it'll be Halloween. Oh, heck. Another year gone. These are all sheep with some special need to be in here. One or two have got bits of issues, but I'm glad to say they're all moving in the right direction. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 there to shear if he's feeling fresh enough. They're all ewe lambs for shows and sales. That's an empty pen, so I'll probably move those shearlings into that pen now. There's no reason why they can't. That feeder I'll take up to the, what do you call it, White Mare field, because they could do with another in there. And these girls are for David to shear today. So there's 9 across there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's 25 to do. So will he get the 25 done is the big question. Wade did 40 yesterday, but David asked him to do the lion's share. I think as the younger person, that's entirely reasonable. So if anyone's coming today, you'll get David to see if he can. I think the ones that are giving him sleepless nights are the Suffolks. They're the big units, big strong ladies, but I'm sure he won't be beaten by them. Adele says we are bottle feeding lambs tomorrow. We are all looking forward to it. Fabulous. I'm sure the lambs are looking forward to it as well. Elizabeth says 30 Fridays to Christmas. Please don't. And Farmer Rob, you forgot to feed the racing sheep. Hannah will feed the racing sheep. Hannah? Morning, Hannah. I've got the racing sheep in. They need a food reward. Oh, well done. Yeah. So Hannah's got a bucket full of food for them, because if you didn't give them a reward, they won't come in next time. And you can see how willingly and happily they all came in. So that was really pleasing. Kathy said, "How is your dog Pip? Do you still have it?" Absolutely do. And Hannah is going to give us some time to see if we can rekindle the old magic and get her working again. Right, one last look at the poster.
There's a few
Charity cricket match, Cawthorne Cricket Club, Sunday the 15th of June, all day barbecue, bar open, free admission, either park here or park at the cricket field. Park here and walk across the park.
Yeah. Free admission.
They can go into that empty
To the
pen.
cricket.
Yeah. Dave, they can go into that empty pen now. Those. You know those, and then these pet lambs can have a bit more room.
Which can go into these can go across the
Yeah, we've now got an empty pen.
All right.
You've 25 if you do them all.
I'll just do what I do.
There's
do
those.
some straw in there first, though. I'll bring some straw.
And then that could do with going up to probably White Mare. There's quite a few in there.
Is there any food in it?
How many creeps are there in White Mare? How many did you move the other day? Two. All right, that's not too bad then. No, it needs the white feeder taking out across here.
Yeah, so I need a little bit of hay in that feeder.
Yeah.
And that taken out.
Yeah.
There's some straw in there. People are asking about Supporters Day, Rob.
Yeah.
Because we haven't launched the Supporters Day, but I know it's penciled in for the 20th of September. But we'll have a confirmation of that probably Tuesday or Wednesday this week, and then people can make plans on where they want to come. But don't book anything until Tuesday or Wednesday when we'll confirm the date. But we're looking at the 20th of September.
Right.
And then there's that.
Victoria says, what time do you two start? That's going to be at 2 p.m. all afternoon. 2 p.m. well about 6, something like that.
But it depends how long
4
we're in.
hours. well, we've got to make it last, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
We're going to have to be stoic and not throw away our wicket.
you opening?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, no point me. What else can I do?
No. What do you mean?
Well, I've always been an opener.
Yeah. Are you open?
Yeah. Well,
So,
I'll take the shine off the new ball. I'll tire their main bowlers out, or I might just get out straight away like last time. Look at that jackdaw, cheeky rascal.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good fun. I suppose if we've got a few places left, we'll have a chat and phone a few people on the way up to filming tonight, Rob. And film.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to do it.
Lovely. So let's hope the tup's been busy with the valets and that we've got some lambs at October half term for Halloween. Let's hope it's not a nightmare lamb in them.
So these hurdles can come out, can they? And then we can let a pen of these out loose, can we? Or do we just cut the hurdles off here and then let the pen?
I need to get my head round what drinks what, and I'll have a word with Hannah. We'll
Have a plan.
yeah. If you get a bit of straw.
What I thought, Rob, tomorrow builders can take them to. They can do rubbish. Take them to Gordon's. So all bags are there, and then they can carry on with the electric fencing. Then can't they? What do you think?
Well, yeah. We need to have a talk about that. Right, I'm going to go in Mammal House. I haven't been in Mammal House for yonks.
What am I doing that then?
Just put it somewhere safe because we'll need it again. Unless you put it in my truck, David, then I've always got it. Right, one quick look at Mammal House because we don't go in here, do we? And we ought to. Let's hope we've got connectivity. More sparrows chirping. We've got an issue. We're clearing out gutters because we obviously working from height is an issue. You got to do it safely, and we haven't yet fathomed a way to do it. So that's something on our list of things to sort out. Right. So let's see if we can keep some connectivity. Tracy says, "Oh no, again, just before I go on holiday, and I'm in house and pet sitting." Hoek. Tracy says, Sophie Thompson, there will be a Just Giving page going up this week. Exactly that. Right, so a lesser hedgehog, 10 rig. Now the lights very soon will go down. The infrared lights come on and all the animals become much more active. This is their daytime is their nighttime, isn't it, if you know what I mean? This is their inactive time. So don't be perturbed if you don't see anything now. Everything wakes up when the infrared comes on. Oh, there's an hedgehog, look. He's not doing out. Can you see his spines? Right, what's in here? Northern tree shrew. Where are you, Northern? Oh, there it is. It's a fast move then. There it is. Flipping heck. Look at that. Like a squirrel. He's up there, look. We're back. Nearly lost you. Right, so right, I'm going to say cheerio for now because there are a few things that we need to do. One of which is moving these sheep and various other things as well. So thank you very much for tuning in this morning. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've been here, there, and everywhere. Hopefully we'll have another baby donkey and another Shetland pony foal in the not too distant future. I'm very very much looking forward to their arrival and get those over the line. Then we can have a little bit of time away from watching the cameras so intently. So from Farmer Rob at Cannonall Farm, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope we can see some of you down at the cricket match on June the 15th. Very excited about that. I'm going to finalise our team today. Make sure we've got 11 capable, determined players who will put a good account of themselves out. Please keep your notifications turned on for all things to do with Cannonall Farm, and the moment anything happens, we'll be straight back at you. So from Farmer Rob, have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.